Last week I said I wasn't going to decorate for Christmas, but something changed, and I want to tell you why. This is the Decor and Lifestyle Center. Hi everybody, how are you doing? We hope everybody healed and hearty. But if you are visiting this channel for the very first time, guys, welcome. And if you're one of the returning residents, then welcome. But let me tell you something. I was not planning to decorate this Christmas. Honestly, I was not. I was feeling so down after Hurricane Melissa. And as in my video I mentioned it last week, that I didn't want to be decorating. I really didn't want to be running out buying stuff and just decorating when so many Jamaicans have been misplaced. So many persons have lost their lives in Hurricane Melissa. I mean, I have a lie to you, me feel it to my core. Let me tell you, so me feel it. And I was talking to a girlfriend last week, and I remember saying to her how I wasn't really in the mood to decorate. And she said to me, Charlene, we really cannot be unhappy, all of us unhappy all at the same time. Oh no. And after she spoke to me, I felt it. I mean, I was saying to myself, oh my God, I wasn't even thinking about that. Can you imagine if all of us are walking around with sad faces every day, how doom and gloom would just set in? And after that, I said to myself, she really does have a point. And then I was also watching a girlfriend of mine's video on YouTube. And I remember saying to myself, Lord, what a really little house just made me feel cozy and nice when I looked at it. And I sat there and I enjoyed the video immensely. And I said to her in her comment section, I am definitely living vicariously through you this year because I have no plans at all to decorate. And when you really think about it though, I want you to watch my video, especially if you are somebody who didn't plan to decorate, or if you have been misplaced and you don't even have a home anymore. My heart truly goes out to you. But I want to be able to provide a space on this channel where persons can come for some amount of inspiration. And so I was so inspired by that video last week, and I said to myself, Sharon, after talking to my girlfriend and then watching that, I really had a change of heart. But the good thing about this is that I have not spent any money. I haven't. Hold on there. Oh yeah. When we get further into the video, I'll show you something. But 99% of the things that I'm using is things that I have acquired already, and I have also used on the channel. And so I wasn't buying in this year to the commercialization of Christmas decoration. I think that's part of it, because I say there are bigger things in life, bigger things in life. And so to all my brothers and sisters who might think that they're not going to be celebrating this year for whatever the reason, I really do hope that you'll find a little bit of solace right here in my kitchen. I'm going to be styling my kitchen for you. Come along and see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to be adding some color in here because that's definitely needed. We're going to be adding some scents. We're going to be appealing to your sense of smell. And so we're also going to be adding texture. We're going to be adding just natural elements inside of the space to just make it cozy. And so this is me trying to inspire you. Add a little coziness to your kitchen this Christmas, because this is where everything happens. I'm definitely going to be starting though. I'm going to be putting up a wreath. So let me just grab this right here. And bear in mind that these are all materials that I had long before today. I have some of them from last year. It is where we provide and prepare food. I am setting up a small vignette right here. I have kept the coffee station as is because I haven't really done anything to it. It needs to be restocked, but we're not focusing on that this week. Now this little shelf, I bought it about a year ago and I have never used it, but I'm gonna be using it today. And so if you have like, spices and stuff that could hold up here, of course, definitely if you have a small shelf, this is a cute way to use it. And I'm gonna be decorating it with just the stem right here to add a little bit of texture, of course, because we're working with that. And then what is Christmas without Santa though? So I'm adding Santa right at the top here. So this styling right here is giving me a little bit of nostalgia, and I am really living out my childhood memory right here. Here is a vintage turntable that I inherited from my mother-in-law. And so while a lot of these things are functional, they're also quite aesthetically pleasing as well. And this is just to show you how you can add simple touches to your home, in particular your kitchen, to add a bit of coziness. It can give you a little lived-in kind of feel. And of course, you add in simple touches to refresh your kitchen. I'm going to be adding my oil. A slice of cake. These are ornaments. Again, this is another ornament. And I'm adding my nutcracker right here because he's also standing guard. But tell me though, what is an area in your kitchen that you have never touched in terms of decorating? So because this is where the magic happens in the kitchen, I'm going to be adding visual appeal on this side. Aren't these just gorgeous? My Christmas tree here from a cast iron that I got from Ping's a couple years back, and I'm using it for the very first time. And of course, over here, a stocking. And then we're going to be placing our wreath right here. But just a note of caution, while I'm doing this, please do not hang anything that's too close to the flame. Right, let's go a little higher with this. There you go. Safety first, always. This table in the center right here, it really does call for something special. Now remember I told you earlier in the intro that I did not spend any money, but I did end up buying this. Afterwards, I was like, Shar, what are you doing? But I could not resist this, you guys, when I saw it. And I didn't plan to use it in the video, but then I'm saying I needed something to ground this setting right here. And while I could have used a green wreath, I was having a lot of trees and plants right here, so I didn't want to do that. And then I saw this in my storage, and I'm like, girl, this is what we're using, okay? And you will understand why in a minute. Hold on, we're not ready for it yet. We're not ready. Let's put down our runner. So we have this ribbon right here that I had from last year. So I'm just gonna use it right here to create a small runner. Christmas tree. So natural elements like wood, greenery, fruit also brings calm and balance to the space, and so fitting inside of your kitchen. I've also brought in some rosemary, and that too has its own fragrance. And not to be outdone, I'm going to be putting some cherries right here. And of course, something to munch on while you're in the kitchen. Christmas isn't just about what we see or what we smell. Sometimes it's what we sip.